the bee is friends to us. We must save them for our purpose, for our soup, and also is more importantly for our future generation. If we not take the action today, maybe our future generation will blame us. Why you don't keep the bees? Because we have no food, we have no environment. So let's start thinking of bees and let's thinking how to save the bees. In my presentation, I'm going to talk about this section that is first the importance of bee in ecosystem services, but they are declining now. That's the sad story. That's why we need to do something, and then why it's happened, and then that is trigger how my bee association is formed, and then hopefully we can have a few conclusions to take home. Okay, just a quick short background of the bee. I think most of us know already. There is a very diverse insect group. There is about 20,000 species all over the world. But I think the most important to us is this honeybee, which is Apis rana, which is our local bee, and then also is this Apis dorsata, which is lebah tualang, and also is two species of dwarf bees, Apis florea and Apis anthroponis, and then also is now is the more become more important in stingless bee because of the quality of the honey. And then there is so many thousand species of solitary bee and wild bee, which is we don't know, which is important also in the conservation of the biodiversity. Next is, I just want to touch a little bit about the food of bee, that is sting. But even the sting is actually the defensive mechanism, just like us. When there is intruder, then we act on that. So if there is no intruder, there is no sting. In fact, statistics show that people killed by the lightning is more than the killed by the sting of bee. In fact, later I want to show that bee sting is also kind of medication. So this is the most important part. That is the pollination. Every day, since 50,000 years ago, that is the early history of bee. They come out from the hive, nest, flying from flower to flower to look for food, which is the source of protein is pollen, and carbohydrate is the nectar. They bring back to the nest. The nectar is converted to honey through revegetation from bees to bee. It's found that, or it is at least 7 times they transfer the nectar from the nectar to become honey, and then keep in the comb or the place where the honey is. In the process, the most important part, which is important to us, is the pollination, the transfer of pollen from the male part to the female part of flower, and then able the plant to reproduce and keep reproducing until now. We have the plant that still there in our rainforest also. So, how important is the pollination service? Because in the nature, it's actually for the biodiversity conservation. There is about 90% of the plant species need to be pollinated by animal, and then majority of animal pollinator is bee. So that's why how important is bee in terms of nature conservation or biodiversity conservation. So this is the benefit that you can gain from the nature or biodiversity conservation. There is food, source of food that we eat. Because in the jungle there, there's a lot of genetic material that can be utilized as a source of food. And then, of course, it's the clean air for us to breathe. Water, clean water for us to drink and to irrigate our crop. And now it's a dry season in Malaysia, where the river is start dry out, and then people start thinking and start blaming that is because of our don't take care of our river, because of we logging here, logging there unnecessarily. So that's how important it is for us to conserve our nature. Of course, it's happiness. If you are in the city, it's very happy to go to the jungle, hiking, and also biodiversity is a source of home of various organisms, tiger, elephant, you name it. So the nature is actually creating the interwoven interaction from various organisms that keep this planet alive. This very fragile interaction, if you mismanage it, if you draw out, if you collect, then you will collect, but unfortunately, if you will collect with us. So therefore, we need to eat and to conserve the nature. Then, B is the important part of the tool to conserve. The next one is food security. Okay, 1/3 of global food production actually depend on animal pollination. And then again, the B is more than 3/4 is animal pollination is bee. 3/4 of our crop produce fruits and flower is depend on the bee pollination. Therefore, it's about 30% of our agricultural land actually is depend on bee for the pollination. So this is one of the latest study on the effect of pollination on the food production. Let's go to this table. What is said that is about 170 food crop species have been investigated. The effect of the pollination, animal pollination on the production, and then 7 species is no effect. That means if there is no bee, it's okay, but only 7%. And this is like wheat, the one that is rice, which is no need. It's a self-pollinated crop. And then about 12% is more than 90%. More or less, if you have the pollinator, then there will be no yield. 28% reduction in 40 to 90%. 55% of 107 species is reduction of 1 to 40%, and 8% is unknown effect. Unknown effect is because sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's low. But there is some effect on that. So this is the fruit or that is affected by the pollination of bee. We need the bee to pollinate it. And this is the most important one, is coffee. Just imagine live without coffee. And then this is a various crop that affected by the bee or without pollination, animal pollination. So this is if life with bee, but this is the life without bee. No fruits if you go to the grocery or supermarket. So that is how important in terms of food and nutritional security. So all of this is provided by the service is provided by the bee free to us. Because of bee doing this life job every day, you have honey, you have pollination services, free. And it is estimated that around nearly 10 billion worldwide, 10 billion USD, the value of honey and honey industry. But look at the pollination services. It's estimated that more than 235 to 250 billion USD. So, and then this number is expected to increase, but unfortunately, our bees are declining. In addition, there is also this, we call this epitherapy, which is, as I said, the venom, is bee sting, that people purposely let the bee sting just to get cure from some disease. For example, I might have arthritis, and I used to use bee sting just to reduce the inflammation, and it works, alhamdulillah. And again, it's a very good one. Honey is high antioxidant propolis. Propolis is kind of gum that is collected by the honey to prepare his its nest, and it's good also for antibacterial, anti-inflammation. Then pollen is a source of various vitamins. Royal jelly, I think everybody know that, and beeswax is for cosmetic. Okay, another important part to our life is in terms of culture values, because there is, in terms of religious, for example, in Islam, there is a surah or chapter in the Al-Quran named after bee, and especially ayat 68 dan 69 explain how bee is given the task by Allah to go out there nesting in the mountains and the woods or the building made by the human, and bring back the honey and process the honey, which is the source of medicinal for various kinds of disease. So there is, just imagine, without bee, how are you going to understand this chapter? So that is in terms already how important it be in terms of culture value. And of course, is the knowledge, the nest or the comb hexagon is considered one of the strongest structure for the bee, and for the structure, so that we can follow or get the idea from the bee. And then also is to show that when you togetherness, so a lot of things that we can learn from bee. So that's why it's how important is bee. You have to conserve. Unfortunately, they are declining now, and most of the effect is from our activity, for our lifestyle. For example, land use change. We have to produce food with monoculture, and also this is some are familiar to us. Application of pesticide, environmental pollution, and invasive alien species. For example, other insects imported to our country, and our plant also. It affect the plant structure, plant combination, that affect the bee population. All, but this is not, for example, this not this single factor. This is multi interaction, very that cause suppress our bee population. And of course, this climate change is another factor. So how the world responds? There is in fact in the COP Convention of Biological Diversity. There is in COP 5. There is a decision to create International Pollinator Initiative (IPI), which is that time I'm one of the negotiator for Malaysia. And the whole idea is, yes, the B is declined now. We need to, all the party need to do something, at least to study what is the state of our native B. And then of course in 2016, there is a intergovernmental platform to be for biodiversity and ecosystem services, which is conducted or held in Malaysia. That is show that our food production will be affected if the bee or pollinator population is declined. So in Malaysia, this is my task on our MRD to study the pollinator diversity. So that time we found that our native Trigona or the Wapulu, and then we have to do the public awareness to increase our concern or our kata orang tak kenal tak cinta. So we want to introduce more. So let the community and let the people know the importance of bee in our life. So that is the reason, one of the factors that trigger the establishment of My Bee Savior Association. Actually, it was started when I was at MRB, but when I retired, I found that a lot of people out there, even biologists, concerned and like me. And they are engineers, accountants, teachers. So I think, and then when we get together, the discussion is become more, I think it's more excited, more rather than all the biologists, Then that's why we have to form our NGO, that is My Bee Savior Association. Because like that time when I started My Bee Savior, actually when I was at MRB, so when we want to get out from the money, so now we have to pay kind of trademark. So now is My Bee Savior is on its own. So this is our three main pillars. One is public awareness, and then the second one is how to increase or to reduce the decline in the bee population, and then of course the third one is how to increase the potential of bee. In other words, the idea is conservation and sustainable utilization, which is the main factor or the main we're talking about conservation of biodiversity. So, so we just approve our registration is just before the NCUP. So not many activity can be carried out except the activity related to the public awareness, which is I think it's already come out in various newspaper, various language, on TV show, and also we have going out to meet the children, new future generation, to introduce, to show that the bee is friend to us, it's not a food to us. And this is our last year event of celebrating our World Bee Day. By the way, there is this coming Saturday, there is on 20th May every year, we will celebrate our World Bee Day. So this is last year with collaboration with the Gamuda developer. We have carry out this competition of constructing the bee hotel, which is a very very good, what I call is very good response to the public. And also is we are going to school. Either they come to visit our place. At the moment, our our temporary sanctuary is still located at MRD. And then this is French International School. And also is going out talk to the local community on the importance of bee. This is one of the events that we have. And then also is, if possible, the opportunity, we also meet the policymaker. This is our deputy Ministry of Agriculture, the last mentioned it. And also this is a kind of training for the frontliner. There is for example, fire brigade, JPAM, local council, DBKF, will be all there. If they are interested, come, we train you how to relocate the bee in case you found the bee, which is that's happening. And then also is one of the reasons when I was given the opportunity to share this platform, I accept it because I know you all are the frontliner. So please, when you encounter this, you know there is an organization that can help to relocate the bee, to reduce the encounter between man and bee. So this is another occasion where there is a public event. We go through, demonstrate how important it is to get the message across. And also it's a seminar. It's like during the NCUP, I have conducted several webinars from home. And of course, is the second pillar is how to relocate when you have the bee hive or nest in the residential area. And this is one of the highest incident. We have to go there, borrow the train from DBKF to relocate the bee from the building near the KLCC there. Then there is also this is the most common in your letterbox. Let's show this is a chance for the bees to nest there or to pick bersarang kat situ. So this is the common case we have had to relocate it. Of course, this another one is for those who you have that in your backyard, plant the flowering plants. And working, so there is a opportunity to working with other organizations. For example, just before the past month, past month, there is a program because for the organization called Friend of Plant River Family. We have to clean the Sungai Batu in any other Batu here. So I'll join. My distributor went there, joined, and then take part in the program. So because to plant the plant, we have to decide to choose what kind of plant that is best for the river and best also for the bee. So I think let's come to my conclusion. I think is bee is a bread and butter for our nature conservation. As we know already, the nature conservation is very important for the conservation of other organisms, and then also is the benefit for environment, and then also is for the food security. So therefore, as I said, I hope I managed to convince convince that history is in this of hands. We need to save them for our future generation. Therefore, we must safeguard our bee, especially in Malaysia, where we have varieties. We have very diverse bee community or population, and this is the unfortunate part. We are treated with because of our own activity to fulfill our life, and we need to reduce it. We need to save it because actually it is affected our life. In other words, if the bee is treated, so our life also is treated. So that's why my Bee Savior Association is giving a hand to not to the champion, but to help all of us to conserve or save at least our bee population, so that we can both be and earth and continue our journey, so that our grandchildren can enjoy the future life. So if you have problem next time, don't call Big Buster, but call my Bee Savior Association. We will give our hand to help you. So, with that, I conclude my presentation. It's 1,000 thanks. And if you have any questions, that is my email, and that is the WhatsApp, my Bee Savior WhatsApp, and also we have all the social media address there you can do. And remember this: you like it or not, if we die, we are going to take in you with us. That is the WhatsApp from me. Please take note this WhatsApp and depend on you. I hope that you can reply with some good to make them happy for our future generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.